This is Aldonna Ambler providing the growth strategy tip of the week for mid-sized companies. I want to talk about collaboration. It's particularly important to do during tough economic times, and it's also particularly tough to do during tough economic times. You hear the word tough, and it means you need to bring out the toughness in you, the resilience, not the nastiness, not the harshness, not the aggression, but the determination. We need visionaries. We need people who have an idea that is big enough and could help people, and they're patient enough, and they can work through the details of what would it take for a variety of people to cooperate. I like watching some of the internationally focused news programs, and recently I was watching Christiana Amanpour, and she's a great interviewer. I love the way she gets some people in different countries to talk about what they're doing and the reasons behind it. And a recent interview was with former President Bill Clinton. And he has a global initiative. It's a Clinton Global Initiative. And so recently he convened CEOs to do some brainstorming about how to create jobs on an international basis. And more of the examples he was talking about in the interview were of individual cities where collaborative effort changed them from being a high unemployment city to a lower unemployment city. So we gave examples of San Diego and a technology initiative, Austin, Texas, MIT apparently has been a hub of some change in the Boston area, and he applauded Mayor Bloomberg's efforts related to having a technology research center on Governor's Island. Now there's an idea. That would take some collaborative effort. And then recently on my online program, I do the Growth Strategist broadcasts every week online. And Dave Clemens was an unusual guest. He's a director of Lacrosse Convention and Visitors Bureau. So it's a nonprofit, and the idea of that program was to say, what could presidents of mid-sized companies who are our audience, what could they learn from somebody who runs a nonprofit? Some of the best managers I've ever seen in my life run nonprofits. Folks, it's just a matter of the accounting, what's below and above the line. They have to code it as reserves rather than profit. And they have to squeeze blood out of a stone most of the time to run these things. And several of the examples from Dave were collaboration, where they don't have as many sponsors as they did, but they have these collaborative efforts, joint ventures, partnering, and listen to the program. It was fairly recent. And it makes you realize that if you're the hub of activity, if you're the hub of excitement, if your organization is where things happen, and you're good at making other people look good, they have a good time working through you. It doesn't matter if your company is in retail, manufacturing, distribution, pharmaceutical, you name it. That's what people need right now, is that visionary source, that energy source that makes working so hard worthwhile. That's where money comes from, by the way. It doesn't come from just worrying about it. So another reason that I'm talking about collaboration is about a month ago, I presented an idea to an association that involves quite a bit of collaboration. And, at first, when somebody hears it, they have one or two reactions. They're either very excited about the fact that it could help economic development, it's unique, it's a very positive thing to do, and they get excited about the possibility. And then become worried, I don't know, maybe people won't be able to collaborate. Or the reverse, they get so excited about the collaboration, and this is fun, and they're feeling so isolated, they want to work with people, and then they wonder if the concept will work. So you have to work on both directions when you have a big idea. I don't know if all this collaborative idea that I'm presenting to people is going to pan out exactly the way we thought 9 months ago. It's gone through several iterations. But I'll tell you, it's been a fun journey, and it's nice to see really bright people stepping up, giving ideas, making suggestions, trying to solve problems, caring about mid-sized companies, not just talking about their own current problems. I think we have a shot at this because it's a collaborative effort. This is just a reminder. Are you doing too much by yourself during these uncertain times? If so, remember that the enemy of entrepreneurship is isolation.